One of the most requested window coverings at One Stop Decorating is something that is insulating in a window. And aside from your roof, the greatest heat loss or gain is through the glass in your home or your windows. It doesn't always have to come through the glass. We have a lot of clients that tell us they have low E or argon gas filled windows that are specifically designed to insulate, to block the cold or block the heat. And the glass itself might, but how that window is mounted in the opening has a lot to do with that heat loss or gain as well. So we really want to choose a window covering that does a nice job of insulating. As far as thermodynamics go and trying to insulate, really the cold glass or the cold air outside and the warm air inside are always fighting for equilibrium. They always want to try to fight to see if they can come to a common temperature. So what we need to do is we have to separate the hot from the cold. That's the best way to insulate. And any fabric that we choose is really going to be, to what degree do we insulate? Do we somewhat block the transference of heat or cold energy, or do we really try to block it down with something heavily insulating? This might be one of the #1 drivers in 2025 or 2026 as to what function a window covering serves in a window. We can come up with beautiful designs and options in any style, but if we want to insulate, we really have to focus on specific types of window coverings. We have 2 in our Hunter Douglas lineup that do a wonderful job in the summertime and the wintertime to help you insulate your windows to block the heat or block the cold. The Hunter Douglas Duet Arcatella is a cell within a cell design that is specifically designed to insulate your windows to block as much heat or cold transfer as possible at the glass. They're also made with the most minimal gaps on the edges to make sure that we can take that shade all the way out to the edges of your window opening and insulate as much as possible. Another wonderful product insulation that Hunter Douglas offers that we provide a lot of is the Hunter Douglas Sawnette, and that's called a cellular rolling shade. What Hunter Douglas has done is they've combined the modern and simple style of a roller shade with the insulating qualities of a honeycomb shade. So they actually have a flat roller shade with pockets of air in it that help insulate and do a really nice job, especially with sun shielding, because they're flat and they're able to reflect the sun immediately outward to the window. Or in the cold, the pockets of air really trap the internal temperature of your home to help act as a barrier to that outside temperature coming through. We do more insulating shades than any other type of shading available through Hunter Douglas or any provider that we have. Many people use them in bedrooms, living rooms, great rooms, especially with curtains and draperies, because one of the benefits to a honeycomb shade or even the Sawnette cellular rolling shade is that they have a very minimal rolling size or a minimal stack. So if you want wide open windows when they're up and they're not doing their job insulating, honeycombs stack up really tight, anywhere from about 1 inch to 3 inches, depending on the length of your window, and don't take up much glass space at all to obscure your view. One of the things we can do to help enhance the insulative properties of your shades is to automate them. You're not always home to operate your window coverings, and it's a big ask to get somebody to go open and close 20 shades a day, at just the right time to block the sun or the heat, or change and alter your behavior throughout a year to accommodate different temperatures outside. So we like to automate those seasonally based on sun up and sun down and based on solar science. We can actually program that your shades come down in the peak of the day facing west at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the afternoon to block the strongest light, or early in the morning as your east light typically can be your warmest light that comes through a window. Or when the sun passes over and is directly over your house and isn't coming in your windows, we can program them so that they raise and your view is maintained and your glass isn't covered in your home and you get to utilize that natural light. So if you're looking for the maximum insulative value, if you're looking to maximize the energy efficiency in lowering your energy bills, in protecting the lifespan of your heating and cooling systems, and to overall have a very comfortable environment, I would use an insulating shade like a honeycomb shade or a cellular rolling shade, and I would pair that with the ability to automate that and set that up under different programs that allow you, the user, the most control and the least amount of effort to accomplish those needs.